Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
To our new passengers, aloha and welcome aboard.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Scott, joined by
his lovely wife, Dawn.
And we are going to talk about the continuation of the first Resort Loop group cruise taking place last November/early December of last year. We're going to kick it off. What would this be? Day 2?
Yes.
First day of the cruise, we talked about getting there, the excitement of getting into our room.
Too much excitement for me there.
A little too much. You have to listen to the show about that. We had our first dinner at a Disney Wish restaurant. It was the Adventures of Marvel or the Adventures of Ant-Man, or
I think it's called World of Marvel.
World of Marvel. It's one of those things. Oh, we saw the lighting of the Christmas tree. I think that's pretty much where we ended our day.
I think so, because it was the end of the day and we finally went to bed.
Yes. Finally went to bed. I think we had a good night's sleep that night, I hope.
I think I had good night's sleep the whole time.
Excellent. That means I didn't snore too much for those of you at home.
The beds were really comfortable.
Oh, man, we need Disney cruise beds at home.
We really do.
Man.
It's just nice. They're soft, yet they're firm enough to, support your back. And
they got the mattress magic going on.
They really do.
Wow.
It was nice.
All right. Do you remember what we did on the second day of the cruise?
I don't have a clue. We should have done this a long time ago when we still had good memory.
We should have. But I know a lot of the day, or at least part of the day, because it's the first thing that came up on my little photo roll, prepping the FEs.
Yes, we did that.
The FEs were kind of involved. Do you want to talk about just briefly kind of what you did?
I like to be crafty. I don't know that I'm so very good at it, but I enjoy being crafty. And so I had made like welcome or hello signs on like a round wooden disc, and you drilled holes in it for me so that I could hang them, put a hanger on them. I painted them, and then I used a stencil to do either like welcome or hello or home sweet home. And then where there would have been an O, I actually painted a Mickey head. And then I added a little bow and a little bit of greenery.
And they were so cute.
They were. So that's what we did for the women. For the men, because we did an adult-only FE exchange. Mm-hmm. And so for the men, I had ordered travel valets. And they're just like little squares that they lay flat to pack for travel. They're fabulous.
Yes.
And then you snap the corners together, and it makes a little tray to hold like your watch or loose change or anything from your pocket or anything. Just kind of keeps the desk area a little more tidy.
I love those.
So, and then I had a friend who does a heat press Cricut, and she heat pressed the Disney Cruise Line logo on the bottom for me.
They were really sharp.
Thank you.
And I think we also spent part of the day probably delivering those.
We did. I think it took, quite a while. It's a large ship, and things, were spread out, different places, a lot of different cabins on different decks.
Yes.
So, and some were in the front of the ship, some were in the aft of the ship. So we did a lot of walking that day.
We did do a lot of walking that day.
Yeah.
Again, brand new ship, so it was kind of good that we got to see a whole bunch of new areas of the ship.
It was. It's a beautiful, beautiful ship. I absolutely love the color scheme. It's just so soft and muted. It's just very calming. I think the colors of each deck are.
Yes.
I really, really liked the colors.
And walking the ship, we learned that on this ship, the newest class, they don't have like several small laundry rooms throughout different parts of the ship.
Right.
It's like one larger one. Mm-hmm. I believe it was kind of more forward.
Yes.
But it was actually very large, and it was kind of behind a couple walls, so it was quiet for everybody that might have had a room around there. Mm-hmm. Which I don't know if maybe that was the reason for this. Possibly it's kind of right off the elevators and easy to get to. Great system for you use your card. It still tells you on the app when your laundry's done, when a washing machine's done or a dryer's done.
Mm-hmm. So you can go get your stuff right away and not take up a machine for someone else who's waiting. But there were a ton of washers and dryers.
Yes, it wasn't like the other ones where there was maybe like one row of washers, or there might have been like 8 and one row of.
There was a lot.
There were plenty of ironing stations if you need to iron some clothes.
Right. That's the one thing I really, really like about a Disney cruise ship versus Royal Caribbean is you can do your own laundry. You can do your own pressing. Royal Caribbean, you have to send it out if you want it done.
Yes.
So
we enjoy it. Plus, that means you don't have to pack as heavy. If you're going to be able to wash some clothes.
Right. Exactly.
So, and again, they have the laundry detergent, all that kind of stuff there, anything you might need to buy. And I don't even think it's like a tremendously expensive. It's not like they don't gouge you as much as you think they could.
Right, exactly. I think that's one of the things on there that is reasonably priced.
Yes.
I don't think it's really terribly more expensive than if you had to go to a laundromat.
I don't think so.
So, I don't know. It was good.
That's a little tip of the day. Don't be afraid to use the laundromat on the Disney Dream. Or actually any of the ships. It just seems like this one room was very large and very nice.
Right.
What else did we do that day?
I'm sure we played trivia. I think we went to is it called the Keg and Compass?
Yes, it was the Keg and Compass.
And we played trivia there. And I wanted one of the soft pretzels I'd had on a previous ship that comes with the mustard and the cheese dip, beer cheese dip. And it was fabulous, as always. And I think Margot caught up with us that day too. And she played trivia with us. So that was fun. That's the one thing I really like traveling with a group is, you can just put it out there on the little chat, said, hey, this is where we're going. Anyone want to join us? Please come and join us. And I just had a really good time.
Yes. And matter of fact, in the Keg and the Compass, right before that, they were doing one of those like draw like an animator or learn to draw something from a Disney animator. And I'm watching this and the guy comes up drawing Groot.
Right.
And I'm like, I know him.
Oh.
I haven't pointed. So if anyone out there knows Lon Smart, I needed to actually send him a note. It was so wild to see a guy I know and have talked to in person.
Yeah.
On the Disney Dream. I'm sorry, the Disney Wish, drawing some stuff.
That's cool. We saw like a lot of the people that were finishing up the little class and they did an amazing job. And I'm not an artist by any stretch of the imagination, but I think maybe that might be something I'd like to try. When we cruise again, is one of the little learn to draw classes.
Because I think they just break everything down very easy and tell you it's not overwhelming at all.
It seemed, because we watched the last little parts of him being drawn, I thought I might be able to do that.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
And I think that was maybe like at least the second trivia thing we did that day. We always
probably we do a lot of trivia. I really like that a lot. And it was not a super, super warm day, I don't think, out.
No, it was kind of everywhere in the country was cold that kind of week we were gone for the most part.
I mean, we had nice weather, but it wasn't super hot by any stretch.
No.
So, but it was nice.
Okay, so for lunch on the Disney Wish, we also took part in the Marceline Market. I've heard lots of great things about the Marceline Market. Where would you rate the Marceline Market compared to Cabanas?
I definitely think they're both really good. I think I enjoyed Marceline Market just a little bit more. I thought there was a little bit more choice there.
Okay, yeah.
So we always were able to find something to eat there.
True.
So there's not lack of food by any stretch. And there's plenty of seating. The way it's set up, I'm not sure if it's an L shape or a horseshoe shape, but you could walk for a while in there if you have your family sit down and reserve a table while you get your food and you get kind of turned around. Might be a while before you find your family again.
That's true. There's lots of little stations. It's not like one big long station, like like a long buffet type thing. There's like several little ones, and they're all broken up by theme. And unlike a Royal Caribbean, I can find something I almost liked at every single one of those stations that I wanted to try.
Right. So yeah, we had delicious food. Yeah. Of course, they had great desserts there. Yep, can't stay away from the desserts. And the cast members are really great about when they see an empty plate, they'll come clear it for you right away. The only thing I don't like about that is, and this is the same for all ships that we have been on, not just the Wish, is once they take your plate, I suppose you could send your silverware back and get another roll of silverware, but I never know what to do with my silverware because I don't really want it lying on the table.
Oh, yeah, on the bare table.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
That's kind of, if anyone has a little tip on that, like what to do with your silverware once the cast member takes your plate, let me know, because they do ask, are you finished? Do you want to keep your silverware?
Right. So
I think that's sort of a thing you're supposed to do. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little more picky about that than I should be. I don't know.
I don't think so. I did find a picture on my lunch there. I had a couple pieces of chicken that looked fantastic, salmon, and let's just talk about the Disney rolls. I don't know what they do to those rolls on the high seas. But it's not like I'm addicted to enough carbs that your rolls have to be fantastic also.
I know.
But it was fantastic.
It was very, very good. So I think after lunch, we went back to the cabin. I think we had a few more Effies to deliver because we didn't do it all at one time. We kind of spread it out just a little bit.
True.
And then we sat in the balcony for a while. The weather, it was nice. It wasn't like chilly, but it just wasn't hot. But it was so pleasant to sit out in that balcony. I absolutely love sitting on my own balcony.
There's something about that balcony. The time just when the ocean goes by, and then I don't even know how long we were out there. We were probably out there longer than we
Probably.
I don't say wanted to be or should have been. Probably other stuff we needed to do, but sometimes just sitting on that balcony is just where you need to be.
Is nice. And we had early seating, so then I think we got ready for dinner, and then I realized that I forgot the pants I wanted to wear
to
dinner, but that's okay. We worked it out. I figured out something else to wear. But again, it's great to have it laundry on the Disney cruise ship just in case you forget stuff and need to wash something else.
There you go.
But we went to Arendelle for dinner.
So what'd you think of the show? So it's like an in-the-round theater type experience. Highly themed tables. I mean, the whole decorations and they really fit the theme. Did you enjoy the show?
I like the show a lot. My only criticism of the whole thing is they had a violinist and a guitarist, I think, playing in between the scenes when they had the actors out there, and it was really loud.
Ah, yes.
So it's so hard to talk. World of Marvel was very loud.
Yeah, it was.
And Arendelle then was really loud. So that was really hard. It needs just to be just tone it down, bring down the volume just a little bit, because I love background music. I thought they were incredibly talented.
They were.
Music was fabulous, but just a little less volume so that, because you're there to talk and socialize, not just listen to the music.
Right. And we weren't super close to the stage either.
No, we weren't. And it was still really loud.
It was piped through the whole place and
I think so.
Really rather loud when we were there. But I will say everybody at dinner had a great time.
We did. We had a really, really good time. Good dinner. Heavy on the seafood menu in Arendelle. And I don't eat seafood, so that was a little more challenging for me to find something to eat. But, gee, somehow I managed.
There was some food there for you to choose from.
I did not starve.
No.
And I think most nights for dessert, there was some sort of cheesecake on the menu for dessert. So
there's always cheesecake and ice cream on that menu somewhere.
Oh, cheesecake. I love cheesecake. It was really good.
And then they had during the show, we had what they call it, the Olaf rolling around.
Oh, yeah. Olaf came to greet people, kind of went around the restaurant greeting people. You can't take pictures with him. You can take a picture of him, but he doesn't stop for pictures or anything like that. But it was cute.
It's kind of a drive-by waving.
Yes. I have a friend that really likes Olaf. And so I took a picture of him and then sent her the picture and said that Olaf came to see me for dinner. She thought that was really cute.
That is cute. Well, I will say for dinner, I had some kind of mammoth pastry.
Oh, it was a seafood type pastry.
It was just like a seafood, not a gumbo, but kind of a pot pie type thing, I think probably. And it was massive. And I think several people in our group had it and it was really good.
Yeah, they said it was really good. So I don't have any idea what I had. It was probably some sort of steak. I don't know. Or chicken. It was good. Was there a chicken schnitzel involved somewhere?
This might be the chicken. I'm trying to look at it.
Might have been. I think all of a sudden, I think I had chicken schnitzel. Yeah, that was really good.
It looked really good.
It was tasty. No complaints.
So then after dinner, we finally took a look at some of the shops on the ship.
There's a lot of them.
There's a lot of really good.
They had really good stuff on the ship too.
They do.
Really nice merchandise and shirts and cups and just about anything you could possibly want.
I know. I got a Disney Wish T-shirt.
Yes. I didn't think, did I? I don't think I didn't get a T-shirt. I don't know what I got. I'm sure I got something.
Yeah, I'm sure you did because there was a new Disney Cruise Line duffel bag that I really wanted to get.
Right.
And it was like so much if you spend so much.
Right.
I don't know. But actually the purchases also on Castaway Key were put towards that amount. So
yes, it's the total amount that you spend overall, not just in one purchase.
Yeah. Allegedly, I'm not even sure the lady even checked anything when I went to buy it. She was just like, okay, she scanned everything. Although I'm sure everything shows up on her.
It probably does. They know everything about you. So.
But I got the new duffel bag to replace an old duffel bag. So that was pretty sharp.
It's a really nice duffel bag.
It is very nice. I love that duffel bag.
I like that they have like little promotions like that. Like if you spend so much, because a lot of people do spend a lot on the cruise ship, merchandise wise.
Yes.
So they have a nice little perk that you can get something a little less expensive.
Right.
So it's nice.
It is very nice. And then I think that pretty much after that, I think we had pretty much had it for the day.
I think so. We were tired. We had walked a lot that day.
We did.
So I think we sat in the balcony again.
Sat on the balcony.
I think we ordered room service that night.
Oh, more than likely we did.
We did, because that was the whole hands-on deck fiasco,
right.
but not fiasco. It was kind of funny.
Right. So let's see here. Did you want, I forget, what did we order you?
I think I got, I think I may have gotten tomato soup and grilled cheese, maybe.
Oh, maybe. I don't think it was chicken strips yet.
No, I think I got tomato soup and grilled cheese.
And I had requested or, ordered the all hands on deck.
Yes,
The
you
little-
love that.
I do. It's a little meat and cheese thing. Nothing, just enough for maybe 1 or 2 people. Nothing
Yep.
massive. Placed the order. She called back, said, sorry, sir, we can't make it. We don't have we're actually locked out of a cabinet or something, they said, or locked out of the freezer. I was like, no big deal. Don't worry about it. I'm good. Like I said, we didn't starve. We already had dinner.
Right.
An hour,
Exactly.
probably a couple hours before that at that point. But
Right.
So no big deal.
Not at all.
It came.
And there was your all hands on deck
Everything
platter.
was there. So I was like, oh, this is fantastic. So,
Yeah, they were able to get into whatever freeze. I think it was a freezer or refrigerator they were able to get into.
exactly.
So no big deal.
No big deal at all.
So
So we went to bed. Next day, I think it was Nassau Day.
it was.
Nice.
It was a beautiful day in Nassau. Cloudy.
Cloudy.
So very, very breezy. Lots of wind that day.
It was very windy. I'm kind of almost surprised we could dock as breezy as it was.
Yes, it was very breezy. But Nassau is so beautiful. We have been to Nassau before, and we have friends that live there, but we weren't able to meet up with them because they were actually here in Ohio. So we didn't get to meet them.
No.
So we decided we were just going to stay on the ship.
Right. And I will say, the night before, we actually ordered breakfast for the next morning.
Right.
So we didn't have to get up early or get out.
Yes.
We just decided, let's enjoy breakfast on the
On the balcony.
on the balcony, or as they say at Disney Cruise Line, the veranda.
Yes.
Same thing. I use them both.
Veranda. You're right. It's a veranda.
But we did. So we took breakfast out there, and we were pulling in. It was quite a lovely way to have breakfast.
Yes. I love to watch them dock.
I do too.
So that was cool. And then we got the phone call from room service.
Oh, yes.
And the lady said, we were so sorry you were not able to get your all hands on deck platter last night. And you said, well, I did get it.
I did get it. It was no
I
problem.
did get it. There was no problem at all. Well, we feel terrible. We're going to send you up a special platter.
We feel terrible. We had to put you apparently through all that pain of maybe not having some meat and cheese or.
And you said, no. It's fine. No, totally fine. We got it. I had it. It was delicious. We're good.
Yep.
So we get ready. We go out. We do our thing.
Yep.
We, I think, I'm not sure what time we left our cabin. It was kind of later in the morning.
It was.
I think we probably played some trivia. And then we ended up at Marsley Market again for lunch because we enjoyed it so much the day before.
Yes, we did a little bit of laundry.
Oh, yeah, we had to do some laundry. But like you said, on the app, it'll tell you when it's done, which is nice because
Yes.
you don't have to, sit there and wait for it.
No.
You can just go out, do your thing. And then when it's done, you go back and get it. It's fabulous.
Yeah, and if you happen to forget about it, it's
Yeah.
also a little reminder that, hey, I got to get this out of the
Right.
washer or the dryer.
Right. It's nice. So we go and we get our laundry that was done and we go back to the cabin. And what's waiting for us in the cabin?
It was like a lifeboat size all
was
hands on deck
huge.
platter. It was the biggest charcuterie board
Yep.
not on a board, but on a
was on a
ceramic.
nice-
I don't even know what it was on.
It was on a nice ceramic platter.
Yeah, it was.
It was huge. And because they felt bad. And we're like, but we told you we were
Yeah,
able to get it. It's
we
not a
didn't feel
big
bad at all.
deal. But along with that, they sent 4 chocolate covered strawberries.
Yes.
You don't particularly care for them.
No.
I love them. I
You
ate all
love 'em.
4. I ate all 4. They were fabulous. The strawberries were so red and so juicy and sweet.
And big.
They were huge and they were fabulous. They were so good.
Yes.
We kind of felt bad because we said it was fine, but I mean, they brought it anyway with an apology note. We're like, it's fine, but
Right.
I guess Disney just really wants to make sure you're happy and everything is
I
good.
guess.
I was very happy.
You were very
I
happy.
was very happy with chocolate covered strawberries.
I was swimming in cheese and meat and
I think you ate off that for like the rest of the cruise.
Oh, yeah,
'cause
it was not a
huge.
one-day
No,
thing,
it
as
was
much as it was
so
there.
huge.
But that day also was a brunch at Palo.
That's right. We didn't go to Marsley Market. We went to brunch at Palo.
Yes, we did go to Palo.
That's right. You're
Right.
right. We did not. And we had a reservation for 11 o'clock at Palo, and so did Margot, Pat, and Duncan.
Yep, the meat
They
family.
had a separate reservation.
Yes.
And I think they realized our reservations were connected and assumed we wanted to be sat together,
Yes.
which we didn't ask for that. But it ended up being really nice.
No, it was fine.
lovely to have brunch with them
Yes.
and get to talk with them. And it was really, really nice. We had an excellent server there. Her name
Oh.
was Denise. She did an amazing job.
She was wonderful.
She was. She did great recommendations.
Knew that menu inside and out.
She really did. She knew her stuff and she was a fabulous server. And I'm telling you, our meal was fantastic.
Yes.
It was. So they bring out like an antipasto to share. We had that.
Yes, a couple different ones, I believe.
Yes, it was really good.
Yes.
The rolls were fantastic.
Oh,
Again, there
man.
you go. Get your carbs in.
If you had regular Disney cruise rolls,
The
were
bread,
good.
the bread
Palo
was
rolls.
I think it was a different. There was several different types of bread in that basket. It was
Yes.
amazing. And then the soup was really good.
She recommended tomato soup, and she goes, "Trust me on the tomato soup.
It's better than you get for room service. I like the room service tomato soup. She was right.
It was a whole new level of tomato soup.
It was. It was the best tomato soup I've ever had in my life. It was. I don't know why it was so much better, but boy, was it ever.
Yes.
It was fantastic. So I had the chicken parm, which was amazing. It was so good.
It was good. And I know that because I had some of it, and I really didn't want chicken parm. It was one of the things she actually recommended.
Right. Yes. That's why I went
And I
with
said,
it.
I don't really think I want chicken parm. What else would you recommend? And she recommended, and then once I saw your chicken, I had to try it.
Yes.
And it was fantastic. Had I got the chicken, I would have been totally happy.
Yes, you would.
But she recommended, if I didn't want the chicken, to go with the lasagna. That was a good call, too. That was fantastic.
Yes, for sure. It looked amazing.
Yes.
It was, I mean, there were so many layers to it.
There was actually breakfast options also. She would have brought us out a whole bunch of different things. I really didn't care for anything breakfast-wise at that point.
Right.
Oh, is it too early to jump right to dessert?
The dessert, oh my goodness. It was fabulous. I had the chocolate lava cake. It was so good. I did not want to stop eating it.
Yes. I had been jonesing like a cinnamon roll at some point for a while. And when she said that, I'm actually looking at the menu right now. The warm apple cinnamon sticky bun.
Yes.
Maple butter frosting and caramelized pecan nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, that was fantastic. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I think some people in our group had some breakfast. I think there was like an egg option.
Oh yeah, there was.
So I think I skipped that course because I'm like, I'm not really an egg fan. So I thought I don't want to fill up on something I don't particularly care for.
Right.
When I was looking forward to so many other things on that menu.
Yes.
So that's what I did.
So we could have went that route also. I mean, in addition to, it wasn't like one or the other. They would They brought you out.
Oh yeah, they'll bring out
multiple
anything
things.
you want.
It was fine. And then I ordered the sweet tea, which came out with sweet tea ice cubes.
Right.
So when they melted, it didn't water down the tea.
Right.
That was
So fancy.
that should have been like a Nobel Prize winning thing there.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness. So
Yeah.
Palo brunch, can't recommend enough.
Exactly. It was amazing.
Yeah, I'm sure you hear this all the time, and I've heard it. Worth every penny.
Absolutely it is.
So
Sometime we'll have to try Remy, but I'm such a picky eater. I'm so afraid that I just won't like anything. I've looked at the menu and I'm like, oh, I don't know.
I know. I think if we were to get in there and you would say, I'm a picky eater, I don't like any of this. Can you make me up like a
Just give me some chicken
a
fingers.
special chicken nugget or something?
They probably would. So
Maybe with
they're
a special béarnaise sauce you could whip up or something back there. I don't know.
I don't even like béarnaise sauce.
I'm just whipping up
I'm in
things.
trouble. But no, it was really, really good.
Yeah.
It was just nice, good company, good time.
Yep.
It was fabulous. Good view. We were right by a window.
We were overlooking Nassau.
Mm-hmm.
So that was
It's so beautiful.
Nassau was very pretty to look at.
It really is.
And then, last time we were there, we kind of walked the streets and got a little history lesson on some of the stuff. We talked about that
Yeah.
on another show. But,
Right. I enjoy Nassau.
Yeah.
So
And then I believe after that, we had decided to go let our food digest, I think, up on deck.
we did. I think we changed our clothes because we were in nicer clothes.
And then we put our swimsuits on, just in case we decide to get into the...
Right. We were
the
going to
pool.
try that.
But we got up to the top deck.
Oh. It just was too windy, which just created cold.
Yes.
And I'm like, no. So we did find some very nice seating in the adults only area.
Yes.
And we sat there and just, even though it was windy, the sun was out. So it felt warmer. And we just sat there and enjoyed.
Yeah, we did. And then eventually other people from the group showed up.
Mm-hmm.
We were up there for, a couple hours at least. It might
We
have been-
are. I'm telling you, it was we were busy doing like fun things that we enjoy, like trivia and that. But I just really enjoyed the relaxing part of it.
Oh, absolutely.
I think a lot of it was because I was in the middle of a school year and school was going on. I, was able to get those days off to go, but I just took advantage of being able to relax. And the adult only seating area, really comfortable cushions, nice rocking chairs up there. Really, really enjoyed it.
Same.
So it was nice. And then before we knew it, it was time to get ready for dinner. That's the one thing about having early seating is you have to get ready for dinner earlier.
Right.
But we've done early seating and we've done late seating. And honestly, anymore, I think I prefer the early seating. I think it's because we're old.
I think that's it.
Not that we're quite the have dinner at 3 o'clock and in bed by 5 o'clock yet,
Right.
people, but
No,
we're
no,
getting
no.
there.
Well, maybe. I don't know.
So, no.
Although I
but
never sleep as... Man, if I eat right before I go to bed, man, I am out.
You are. I wish I could fall asleep before you because then I think I would maybe sleep deeper, better, and not listen to the snoring, but I don't know. But it
Well,
wasn't too
that's true.
bad.
That's
It
true.
honestly wasn't too bad.
But then I think that night for dinner, we were back in Arendelle
Right?
because it was pirate night.
It is pirate night or was pirate night. So, but on the Disney Wish, they don't give you the bandanas like they do on the other cruises. And I think it's
No.
because you get the little wand when you walk on.
Yeah,
So
They could really spring for both, I think.
probably,
Just going to throw that out there.
probably. Although a lot of people knew, I think that they didn't provide the bandanas. I think I knew that, but we don't usually wear the bandanas anyway. So
No.
I didn't. I know we have some from previous cruises. Yeah, we didn't bother with that, but I wore my pirate T-shirt that I like. So I think you wore a black shirt.
I'm more than likely.
Mm-hmm.
R. Nothing says pirate more like than black shirts.
That's right.
We'll
But there
say-
were a lot of people. Some people were dressed up. They looked great.
Yeah.
So yeah, they
All
really
out.
did.
Brad was all out on the...
Yes, he looked amazing. So yeah, he was really into it. That was awesome.
He was.
He's so fun.
Whole group was fun.
They were.
Oh my gosh, I'm looking at a picture now. David was wearing his bandana.
Yep. So it was just a lot of fun.
It was.
So I think I had a strip steak that night. I think that was the first thing that I had that just wasn't really, really good. It was fine, but it was cooked well. It just was not a great piece of meat. And I really liked my steak.
Yes.
So, but it was okay.
Yeah.
But it
Usually
wasn't
the
like I
pirate
was
menu-
starving.
Yeah. Usually the pirate menu is one of the least talked about
Yeah.
menus on the
Yeah, I don't think it's a
Disney
favorite.
cruise line. So
They might need to revamp that menu.
maybe a little bit.
Little bit.
Something extra on there.
So-
Not that the food was bad.
Nope,
Again,
not at all.
It's never bad, but
So, but it was fine. It was good. I don't remember what I had for dessert. I think there wasn't cheesecake offered, maybe. And I had something else, but I definitely had dessert. It was probably tasty. I'm sure
Yes.
it was because I don't have any complaints about the desserts.
I think fruit cobbler was a big thing that night.
Ooh, that's what I had.
I think that's what I'm looking at here.
That's what I had.
Looks like there was a scoop of ice cream on there.
I had that. It was tasty. It was very, very good. So then after dinner, we had to play trivia again.
Yes.
And it was our favorite trivia. It was 80s music trivia.
Yes.
That was awesome. We had our team together.
Yes.
I think most of our group showed up for that. And
They did.
we hunkered down in a little corner there, ready to go.
Ready to go. I've been talking about this for probably months leading up to it. Wanted to walk away a winner. Finally. Finally.
So we're playing and doing an amazing job. And shout out to David, who knew, I think it was like number 5. He's like, I know it. I just can't come up with it just yet.
Yes.
And so he put himself like in a zone.
He was in the cone of silence right
He
next
was.
to our table. He was
And
just
he was going and going and going with the lyrics, whatever. And bless his heart, he came up with the song and the artist.
Yes.
He did it for us. So we got that.
I believe it was DeBarge. I think that's the one he was trying to work on the song
I think so.
title, I believe.
I think so. So he did a great job. Came up
Great
with that.
job.
And so then we pretty much went through. We agreed on everything.
We were
everything
knocking him down.
until like the last. There was like 3 from the end, 4 from the end. We thought it was one thing. What did we think? I forget what we thought it was.
Well, first there was a dispute about Wang Chung,
yeah,
which I got that one. So we went with
that's
that
right.
one.
We got that one. So thanks to you for that one.
Yes.
And then there was one where the entire group thought it was one thing. And Margot's like, I am sure it is this.
Yes.
And she was the one writing stuff down.
She was writing it down.
And she stuck with her gut feeling about what it was.
Yes.
And I was like, oh no, oh no, oh no. And I was like, well, you know what? Just in case, put like the song that you think it is and then put the artist that we think it is. That way, we'll get one of the two.
Yep.
She's like, nope,
Nope.
nope. She was not going for it. So she put down the song she thought it was and the artist that went with that song. And we were just like, I don't know. So we finish and the guy starts going through them all. We're doing great. We're getting both the song
Yes.
and the artist song,
knocking
song.
them down.
David's was right. Yours was right. And we get to Margot's. And I think we collectively were holding our breath. And Margot was right.
Go, Margot.
She knew it.
Woo!
So we ended up there was 20 songs and artists and you could have a point for each. We ended up with the full 40 points.
Full 40 points.
Finally.
One.
And then we're waiting to see, like, is there another group? Because if there is, then they do usually a tiebreaker.
Right.
We're like, oh no. the next closest group, bless their hearts, they had 39.
Yep.
So we won.
We won.
Yay, finally.
Victors. Woo.
Finally, we did it. And we got a really nice Disney Cruise Line tote bag just filled with all kinds of Disney Cruise Line goodies.
Yes.
That was so nice.
It was very nice.
So we divided up, the stuff that we
everybody kind of took what they wanted.
And that was so nice. It was so fun.
So remember, for the next Resort Loop group cruise,
we got to have the music team, the dream music team. So
got to hold our title.
That was right. It was so fun. That was a really fun night.
Defendant against other suitors.
That's right. I think then we all decided to go to bed because it was getting late. So, because the next day was Castaway Key.
Castaway Key. We should probably talk about that in the next show. We'll just finish up the group cruise on the next show.
Sounds good.
I guarantee there'll be more food involved, probably some sun.
Yeah.
And probably some fun.
Absolutely fun.
Everybody, I'm Tim Scott. Facebook, the website, as always, ResortLoop.com. Everybody be listening to the Gateway to the Magic.
See you, everybody.
Vacation memories will stay with you and your family for a lifetime. The Resort Loop Travel Group was created with this in mind. Our fee-free services will relieve you of the stress and confusion of finding and booking the best vacation at the best price. After booking, we will continue to monitor for ways to save you even more on your vacation. We will check for any upcoming packages and discounts to save you as many vacation dollars as possible. Resort Loop Travel Group, gateway to your magical vacation memories. Get a quote, or for more information, visit ResortLoopTravelGroup.com.